YouTube push day today. You guys are coming with me. My sleep schedule is all messed up now. I was waking up at like 7, 8 a.m. every day, and now I'm waking up at like 12. I usually start work at 12, but whatever. Today is not a crazy busy day in terms of work. I have like 3 haircuts later. It's currently 1:30. Where the fuck is my car key? Oh my god. I'm gonna be answering your guys' questions. I be getting a lot of questions I might as well answer in the vlog. So, or for people that don't know me, I'm gonna just give some more insight. But yeah, I'm a young entrepreneur, barber, whatever you wanna call it. I started cutting hair at 14, straight into a barbershop, a Jamaican barbershop to be specific. Why does that matter, you might ask? Because a Jamaican barbershop builds more character than a regular barbershop. The reason why I say that is because Jamaicans don't play. Jamaican men don't play, especially. Just because I was 14, they didn't give a crap. I wanted to act grown, so they treated me like a grown man from young. So I had to grow up quick too. Single mom of 4. I'm the oldest of 4. And yeah, man, I had to cut hair early to make a change, and then it just became a passion. How did I start cutting hair? My partner now, he was my barber. Shout out Will. I love you, Will. Still my big brother to this day, but he was like the most popular barber in the barbershop. He didn't own the barbershop yet. He was only 24 at the time, and I'm 23, by the way. The first time I ever went to the barbershop, I waited like 4 or 5 hours for this guy, and then my dog Rio, he cut my hair instead, and I was waiting on Will, but he said, you know, you could come, and I was kind of a quiet, shy kid back then, so I just went, I got a cut, still crispy, right? But when I left, I basically told Will, like, yo, I'm going to you next time, you know? So then the next time he saw me, I was a familiar face, so I came in, sat in his chair, I told him, yo, I could cut hair. By the way, I was lying, I couldn't cut hair, but he's like, all right, bring 3 of your friends, cut in the chair beside me, show me what you got. If I like what I see, I'll speak to the boss, and you got a spot in the shop. They came in, and we went the next day. I was watching barber videos the whole night. Like, I was nervous. And then I go in the next day, I cut all 3 of them in like 6 hours. The cuts were so trash, but like, it was whatever. And then after, I basically told Will, like, yo, I haven't ever cut hair in my life. So he was laughing, and he just liked my ambition. So he spoke to the owner, and then I started working there, but I couldn't cut walk-ins yet. I had to be in Toronto terms, we call it a doger. Like, I'll be going to the Tim Hortons, sweeping up for them. They kind of took advantage of that role I had, but I had to earn my stripes, so I did what I had to do, and then I eventually earned my stripes and started cutting walk-ins. And yeah, man, my first ever time charging for a haircut, I think it was like $5, and then the shop at the time charged $17 plus tax. This was in 2017, so the barber game was not where it's at now. Eventually, Will opened up his own shop, and then I moved there, and yeah, it was history. After that, me and Will opened our own shop together when I was 18. Life is crazy, but that was how I started. I didn't start off charging what I charge now. I charge $100 a haircut, regular, flat, regardless of what you get, and then house calls like $250 and up. Yeah, I built up a clientele. My biggest advice to anybody, if you're a barber or not, if you're a service provider, my biggest advice to you guys is don't be afraid to charge what you're worth. Look, I see a lot of young barbers now charging like $50 right off the bat. Like, I was cutting for $5 fully booked in the shop when I was in grade 9. I'm cutting everybody. It's not fully booked because it wasn't no appointments, it was walk-ins, but I'm cutting back to back, gaining so much experience. I'm cutting all the little kids that's crying with the lollipop stuck in their face and shit. Like, I'm cutting all the worst type of heads. All the barbers just threw me all the trash, like, not trash, sorry, but like the hard haircuts to do or whatever. If you're coming right off the bat charging $50, you're not gonna get nowhere. It's all about experience, not the money at the start. But once you're fully booked for like 2 weeks you're declining so many clients because you can't squeeze them in, that's when you know you could up your price. And if you're charging like $60 and you're fully booked, man, up that price. Gain the right type of clientele, be in the right areas, talk to the right people, and you'll gain that type of clientele that you want. And those are the people that actually value your time. But yeah, man, that's just some fruit for thought, or whatever you call it, for you guys today. My little thought for the day before I start the workout. All right, quick little story time for you guys. Okay, so this is like one of the worst experiences I've had cutting hair, because everything's not sunshine and rainbows, right? You guys obviously know who Top 5 is, the rapper from Toronto or whatever. I'm just saying, just in case if you're American. But I was 19 years old, and I was doing house calls. So he was texting me and stuff, and then that was like a day or two ago, and then I was sleeping. It was like 3 a.m. and then he's spam calling me saying, yo, I need you to come. He sends me the address. It's like 3 something a.m. I get there by like 3:40. I'm thinking I'm just gonna go cut this guy's hair. I get there, it's a hotel with like 20 guys there, and I'm cutting his hair in front of like 20 dudes, just all standing there. There's no music playing. It's complete silence. They're just smoking, bare smoke in the air. The man takes off his hat, and the man's bald. Like half his head is bald. His forehead's the size of like my freaking car. Yeah, I was gonna say something now. His hair is straight too. Like he has bangs that cover his head. Like it was just weird. Whatever, I cut his hair, and then I'm thinking I'm done. I'm cutting like 10 other guys at like 4 a.m. I finished by like 7, and then he tells me he's gonna e-transfer me. He's showing me bare love though, like he hails me up, good guy in real life. And then when I leave now, no e-transfer. I didn't care. Let a week go by. He calls me back like, yo broski, I need a cut, this, that. I said, send me my bread and then I'll think about it. He basically said, fuck you, kid. So then I was like, all right, whatever. So, and we left it at that. But yeah, man, the man didn't even pay me for the haircut. So it was just I did all that for nothing. So point is, if you go through some weird shit during like your haircuts, or like you have to go through some hell, you know, until you build yourself up. So all right guys, starting off with a warm-up. Now we go slow. Squeeze. That was good. Doing an incline chest press next. That was just to warm up my chest a little bit. My first ever big celebrity cut, YK Osiris. I get hit up from a club promoter to cut this guy's hair. Downtown Toronto, I lived in Brampton at the time, so I drive there and I pack my bag, my barber bag and everything. I get there, start unpacking my stuff. We had like, I think he had like 35 minutes, 40 minutes, like no time, so I had to like rush. So I set my tools down and everything, and I look at my tools and I'm missing all my guards. If you guys don't know, guards are what you put on the clipper to cut it to that length, whatever the number is, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. He wanted a wave cut, so I had to cut it down to a 1.5, but I had no guards, so. And he had like girls in the room, they're all watching me, so I'm like a little nervous. I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I can't tell this guy I forgot the guards. He has a performance to do or some shit. I used my comb. I was combing through his hair while I was cutting it down. And yeah, so I made it work without saying nothing. And we got it done quick, and the cut was fucking fire. And he paid me $500. I know a lot of like the trend or whatever at the time was like he owed a lot of people money and stuff, but YK was a good dude, man. And he even got a next cut. The next 2 days gave me another 3 bills, or actually he couldn't make it. So he gave me 3 bills just for wasting my time. And then the next day he got a cut and paid me another 3 bills. So altogether, the man paid me like $1,100 in 3 days. So yeah, that was cool, but yeah, man, had to improvise. When you guys go to the gym, make sure you have like an isolation movement and a pushing movement, or whatever, pulling movement, whatever you're doing for the day. But like a power strength movement, like a push, what I'm doing now, and then some flies to isolate those pecs, right? That's a big thing, because to actually grow the muscle, you have to isolate it, stretch and squeeze. When you're doing the pushing movements, you could do that too, but you have to really slow it down then. All right, let's get it. That was definitely my 4th and last rep. Holy shit. That was like my perfect failure set. So today is shoulders and chest. So yeah, I like to start with a little warm up at that machine. Whatever I feel like I can stretch out my chest before I do the incline press, because sometimes if you just hop into the incline press, you won't really feel it on your chest. So after that, after the incline chest, I'm gonna do lateral raises, and then I'm gonna do triceps, so chest, triceps, and shoulders. So I'm gonna do some tricep extensions, and then shoulder press. Then I'm gonna do a chest fly, and then some front raises, and then another tricep workout, and then finito. The crazy thing is, I would never think I would be the guy recording in the gym. I had gym anxiety too before. When I first started in the gym, I'd be coming to the machine and just think like everybody's watching me. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way, but you just start to not give a fuck. I don't know what it is, if it's maturity or like as you get older, but I don't know. You guys can't care about anything, like not just the gym, just even like just creating content, thinking what your friends think about you doing that and stuff. Who cares? Can't be afraid to fail, or else you won't even have a shot. Nobody really cares. That's what I realized. Like, it's not that deep. You're not the main character in their book. You're only the main character in your book. And if you don't go out and just do whatever you feel like really doing, you're just gonna regret it later. My biggest fear, I like to box, right? I'm not consistent with boxing, but I'm pretty talented naturally. But I didn't put in enough work. But yeah, my biggest fear is having a fight in front of a lot of people and obviously getting knocked out or something. But hey man, even if I did get knocked out, nobody really gives a fuck after like a day or so or a year, you know? What would you guys do in this situation? Let me know in the comments below. Say you have a girlfriend for like 2 years or so, and you have a best friend, and you guys break up, and she's like, out of spite, just to spite you, she goes and talks to your homie, and your homie is fucking with her. Who's in the wrong, your girlfriend of 2 years or your homie? Obviously both of them are in the wrong, but who would you get mad at more? A lot of you guys are gonna say your homie, but you're closer with your girlfriend than you are with your homie. So whose loyalty is more valued in that moment? Because you're not with that girl no more, but she is your ex. It's a tough one. So you guys let me know. I'm in the middle of a cut right now. It's been like 2 months, so I cut so much weight. So look, like, I used to lift way heavier. It humbles you so much when you go down in weight just to look shredded. But to be honest, it's worth it, because when I lean bulk back up, I'm gonna look just as lean and shredded, but with more mass and muscle. A lot of skinny guys think that they don't have to cut because they're skinny, but you can be skinny and still have a higher body fat. So you gotta cut down that body fat first, be shredded, and then build from that foundation up. You really want to squeeze right here and then stretch right here. What's your guys' dream car? Mine has to be the Porsche GT3 RS Coupe or a BMW X6 2025 or 2026. Not a dream car. Like, that's probably what I'm gonna get by next year or end of this year. I want to travel to like DR, I think, first. I never been on vacation in my life. I only went to the States to visit my dad like 3 times when I was like, first time was like grade 7, second time was grade 11, third time was 2022. So, but the States is not even a vacation. Like, I want to go to DR, the basic shit, the islands, Jamaica, and then after that, maybe go to Europe. You guys been traveling and stuff? Let me know where you guys went. A lot of my clients travel like every month. And I just be cutting their hair, making them look fresh. They're leaving the country, living their best life. It's my turn. Can't wait to go on a vacation, bro. But if I go on vacation, I need a gym in the resort or something. Because if I don't go to the gym on vacation, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy myself. I'm looking pretty fucking jacked, I won't lie. I'm gonna superset with some lateral raises. That was the workout push day. I hope you guys liked that one. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want some different type of videos, anything else, just let me know. I'm gonna try and get to it. I love you guys. I'm out.